Hello out there. It's your boy OG Bobby XX, and this is the Shibuya Station Podcast. I'm here with my man.
Fashionforty, Jace, you know what it is. Welcome.
And our special guest here today.
Allan Lamar. I'm Allan Lamar. That's all I got. I got no cool.
Allan Lamar, the DBZ expert. Alright, we're here to talk about Dragon Ball Z today in different aspects and multifaceted. I have Allan here with me today. He's going to give his take on why he got into manga, anime, and let's get further in his Dragon Ball Z.
Alright, Alan. So, what got you into Dragon Ball Z and when did it start? What was the beginning?
Alright, so where it began was back in, I think it had to be like 1997. My younger brother, not my younger brother, my older brother Sean, he was watching this Dragon Ball Z when it was on WB11. This is like back before.
Yes.
This is like back before they had the Funimation dub, when they had the Oceans dub.
Yes.
And it had this weird sci-fi sound to it and stuff. So that's when I first was introduced to Dragon Ball Z. It was a weird show at the time. It was different from any other cartoon I've ever seen up to that point. Because, you know, as a kid, I don't know what anime is at this point in time. I just see this cartoon looks a little more edgy and a little more dark than the other stuff I'm seeing at that time. Because, you know, WB at the time, I'm watching things like DuckTales or... It's not on WB. It's on like the Disney Channel.
They had
and
the
stuff
Animaniacs in the afternoon.
And yeah, they had Animaniacs, Freakazoid, you know, those kind of cartoons back then. So, you know, that's my first introduction to Dragon Ball as a series. Yeah.
Okay, so now, how did you get from there to now? I'm going through your house, and I noticed you have Dragon Ball figurines. You basically have like multiple amounts of chapters and mangas hanging up in your bookshelf. How do we get from Kids WB to now fanned out?
I mean, I would have to say like Dragon Ball Z, along with like Pokemon at that particular point in time, just became some type of phenomenon, especially in the black community. Like, we obsessed over Dragon Ball Z. Like, this is like at the point in time where, you know, Dragon Ball Z in Japan was still, they had all their movies out already, and I think GT was probably still going all the time, and we had, you know, every source of information we would get would be some inaccurate source of information from the internet. So everyone would obsess about, oh, there's a Super Saiyan 4 before we even got to Super Saiyan in the series.
Yeah.
We already knew, oh, there's this thing, and there would be speculation about, oh, new characters. Like, at one point people used to think Trunks was Goku's son. It's just a bunch of stupid crap and like misinformation that was on the internet. People would obsess over getting as much information about the series as possible, and everybody, like when I was a kid, you know, I still draw now, but that was one of the main influences. If you could draw Dragon Ball Z,
that was me as well. Like, if you drew Dragon Ball Z, you was a cool dude in the
you
class.
was a cool kid in the class.
Everybody wanted a picture of Goku or something, and they would bring like, remember they had like folders and shit that have the characters. If you can draw the characters just like the folder, people would be hyped because they would put it in their binder sleeve, so they're showing the outside of their binder, man. So now I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, so I was obsessed with, like, me and the other kids, we were obsessed with Dragon Ball Z, and I at that time, I wanted to be the kid who had the correct information, because there was a lot of misinformation at the time, and I would try to look for websites that had like accurate information so that I would be on it first. So that's where I started to learn about the series and Akira Toriyama and things of that sort. You know, but at that time, I'm it's just, trying to be ahead of everybody else in terms of the information you get about the series, because Dragon Ball Z didn't end in syndication in the United States until 2003. So if you get ahead of the curve, you were the cool kid. in terms of that, their knowledge of that.
So I got a question for you. See, that was back then. Now it's 2019, and it seems that people who are fans of Dragon Ball Z, not anime, because if you're into anime, you're cool now. Every rapper is into anime.
Right.
There's mad bars.
Meg Thee Stallion.
Anime is all of a sudden super popular, and everybody's been in love, and we're always a fan.
Mm.
As you and me, and you may know, even probably Bobby, you were demonized sometimes for that. The one anime that still gets demonized is Dragon Ball Z, though. How do you feel about Dragon Ball Z getting a bad rap now? Saying that it was just nothing but a battle anime and there was no character development.
I mean, I feel as if people want to say that stuff because they want to, like, they want. I feel like they're just trying to be cool. They just like, like they're just trying to be against the grain. Oh, I don't like Dragon Ball Z. It's so mainstream. Like, you trying to sound like, stop. You not cool. Everybody, like, Dragon Ball Z, I can understand people saying it's not the best anime of all time. Because Dragon Ball Z had its flaws. It was a flawed series. I'm not going to act like it was the greatest series of all time. There's been series that have come out since Dragon Ball Z, maybe even around when Dragon Ball Z was out, that have taken that formula and rose it to another level in terms of storytelling and character development. But you gotta pay respect that every single anime character has, the template for anime came from Dragon Ball Z. It came from that anime. It came from that style of storytelling. We're not gonna just be disrespectful now just because you want to be. Oh, I know anime. I know the underground shit. Like,
there was
come
literally
on,
a reason why Naruto had his color eyes the way they were, the bluish eyes and the blonde hair. There's a reason why Sasuke's emo, because if you look at Dragon Ball Z in retrospect, especially being an adult now, and we now are more encompassing, we're more knowledgeable, Vegeta was extremely emo. We're not gonna front. Even in the Frieza saga, he was a very emotional. He could have been a kid in the suburbs. Like, legitimately, his anger problem stems from that, his emotions. So everybody that's come after, every Killua and Gon, like, there's a template for all of that, and that all stems from Dragon Ball Z. Even Yu Yu Hakusho had it, because remember, Dragon Ball Z technically was still a manga in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho manga started in the 90s. Kuwabara was a rival, Hiei was a rival, Kurama was a rival. How many rivals did Goku have throughout the whole series of Dragon Ball, including Z? Yamcha, Tien, Piccolo, each rival that once they become a friend, you have now another rival who then becomes your friend.
Right.
Goku has that with Vegeta. Remember, Majin Buu is technically a friend now. Frieza's a friend. Jiren is a friend. Broly's even a friend.
I don't know if you could call Frieza a friend.
Frieza is one of those asshole friends that y'all are cool.
I
but you gotta know that they gonna stab you. I had a friend like that.
I never approved of that whole. I don't want to see Frieza in the background smiling with the group. You Hitler in this world now. All of a sudden we buddies. No.
He is, but you're not gonna lie. That last episode with Goku, Frieza versus Jiren.
It was all for self-interest. Like
it was self-interest.
Yeah, gotta let me get myself.
It was dope, but I don't want to. No, let's not.
Even Vegeta was mad because Vegeta sort of. One of the most battle experts is Vegeta. Vegeta's sort of cohesiveness in the moves and how they were fighting. Remember, Goku and Frieza only had about 3 fights at the most? 2 fights? Because the second fight, Goku wasn't even there when Trunks killed Frieza. So they only really had 2 official fights. And as you know, it's a big thing in anime. When you, like, Naruto and Sasuke, definitely. Mm-hmm. Oh, forget about talking about our emotions. Let's fight. Our fists will do the talking, and that's something within Kung Fu too.
Yeah.
So that cohesionness is there. Like, Vegeta even noticed that, and he's just like, "Whoa." That's why I consider Frieza a friend. I don't consider him like best buddies, but he's the homie that cool. We need him. Be there.
Frieza is an associate.
Alright, so we could give him an associate.
At most.
At this point in the series, they're not gonna kill each other. I guess Frieza's like, I'm gonna do bad things. They're like, okay, Frieza. Now they're treating Frieza like, okay, Frieza, but whenever you do something, we're gonna kill you, kind of thing. And they're like, okay, that's the dynamic between them. Now.
You know, it's sad. Goku actually made that decision, And I've been shitting on Goku for the last couple of years now because I don't think he has a character arc in Dragon Ball Z. Like when it became Z, once he became an adult, he still had childlike tendencies from his Dragon Ball days.
Right.
His ineptness is very, very big. Like, you cannot be an adult and not stupid. You have a kid. Like, what is Chi allowing you to do?
To tear that pussy up. That's what.
But in Super, it's funny that, you know, it seems like he didn't even know that's what was going on.
Yeah, but he knew. No, he knew. Like, he gave way into, like, if you do it. Goku set, like, a limit to the evil Frieza was allowed. He was like, if you do too much, just know we'll be here. And Frieza's whole ambition is, I got the Frieza Force back. We're pirates again. But Frieza's just like, I need to be stronger than Goku and Vegeta. And that's why he was so surprised by the whole fusion thing. He was upset about that. But even when Frieza did come to Earth during the Broly movie, Goku and Vegeta was like, what are you doing now? It wasn't nothing serious until they felt the suppressed power of Broly. Yeah, that's when things got serious.
Right, it wasn't... at this point in the series, that's the dynamic of the group. Yeah. Like, Frieza's there to create... He's an instigator, pretty much. Frieza just instigates shit, because he just wants to see...
He likes chaos.
He just wants to see some shit go down.
He's a little bitch.
But in terms of Goku's development... Because I'm thinking about it now. You know, from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, the character hasn't really changed since that point in Dragon Ball. I'm thinking about moments in Dragon Ball Z where you see maturity in Goku. Look, the one moment that sticks out to me in terms of his maturity was when he made the decision to take Cell out when he was going to blow up the planet. That was a moment of maturity for Goku. That might have been like Goku's greatest moment in the series, to me.
Sacrificing himself for the planet.
Yeah.
He could have killed... See, this is my thing with Goku.
He ended up killing King Kai.
Yeah, so you sacrifice 3 people for the greater good. Which, there's like a whole big thing about that. Like, will you kill one person to save the lives of many? Let me not go that far. Let me just pull it back a little bit.
Okay.
Goku could have been killed Cell. Like, that was my thing. Goku was... I'm gonna just leave this up to my son, this, that, and the third. Goku put a lot of people in that situation. He decided to do that Cell's game. Vegeta's arrogance also plays a part because if everybody wanted to work together efficiently, they could have killed Cell. The problem with Goku is he's always looking for the strongest challenger. And I think that instant transmission, let me bring Cell to this planet. Goku could have brought Cell to any fucking planet. Goku's been to many planets. He could have brought him to the sun. And still killed himself and still have been reborn. Goku was, oh shit, I fucked up. Let me now go figure something out. Oh, King Kai. You know why? Because he doesn't analytically think.
And Goku's defense. If I know instant transmission like I know it, you can only go to places you've been before.
And the only planets he would know of at that point in time was King Kai's planet, Yardrak, and Namek.
How? He's been to Hell.
You can't blow up Hell.
Exactly, but you can bring Cell there.
I'm
probably stretching it. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, I don't know.
Dragging it.
Nah, it's the same Goku attention span at 3.
But I don't know.
See, thank you, Bobby. His attention. That's my problem with Goku. He's not too focused. Vegeta said that in Resurrection of F. Whis and Beerus said the same thing. Goku's attention span, unless that person is super challenging, is not there. He's not an analytical thinker. And that is the only reason I can't say that what he did was a moment of growth. I thought he just like skedaddled and just thought of something at the last minute.
Cause here's my thing. Like, I don't think he could have went to Upworld physically alive. I don't think that's ever been shown in the series canon wise. So I'm not sure if he could have done that. In terms of the thing with Cell, could any one of them could have beat Cell? Probably at different points of time. Piccolo could have beat Cell at one point. But at the same time, like, what was happening at that time, which was I found interesting about that arc, was that they were dealing with the android threat because they thinking they're still out here trying to go after Goku.
And they don't really know about Cell until it's...
And Cell comes in and you can't even see... Like, it's just so... It was just... element of horror in that segment of the series where, okay, you're worried about the androids, you find out Cell's plan, and now you trying to play, you're playing chicken here, trying to catch this dude. You gotta kill the androids, you gotta kill him first.
Yeah.
And Cell is out here absorbing everybody. You can't keep track of him
Left and right.
You can't sense his energy. So, by the point where Vegeta comes out of the hyperbolic time chamber, their Achilles' heels was pretty much their same pride. They want to fight the best. They want to beat them at their best. So, and at the point when we got to the Cell games, I don't think Goku could have beat Cell at that time. I think Goku knew he couldn't beat Cell. He knew he had Gohan as an ace in the hole the entire time. I think the only reason why they fought.
Goku to Gohan, if you don't mind me asking.
His father.
So, if you had a kid, or would your father put you in the front lines of danger?
An anime father would.
I mean, this is Goku we talking about.
I know. So, and this is why we have to break down his character to just show that he didn't have no growth.
I mean,
Goku quit the fight earlier than expected because he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna let my son do it."
Yeah, because he saw something in Gohan in the chamber that no one else saw. The problem was, which is what I think came up at a certain point when Gohan was pretty much getting bear hugged to death by Cell, was I don't think Goku knew his son. He didn't know Gohan. It's because Piccolo was the one who had to tell him that Gohan's not a fighter. He's not like you. He's not like you. He doesn't enjoy fighting. Goku was ignorant to that. He did not know that his son...
What does Goku know?
I mean, he doesn't know much, but that was the thing. That was the one of the things that almost cost them the entire... That could have got everyone killed, was the fact that Goku did not know his son.
But in Goku's defense, as a father, I thought that was some cool ass shit. Like, you really had that much faith in your son.
Yes, that's what it was. It was pretty much blind faith in his son, that his son was going to pull through, because he knew that he
blind
was the only
person. Blind
person
faith or just
to
faith in general? Because
he had faith.
I'm going to say blind faith because he just... Because if he knew Gohan didn't like fighting, I don't think he would have put him in that situation. I don't think he would have put him there in that situation.
But sometimes, like, as a father, like my father, he may not have known, like I was playing baseball. He taught me how to play baseball. He used to throw the ball at me real fast. The hard baseball, not the softball.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw it at me real fast, throw it in the sky, in the sun. I used to look up, catch it, get hit in the head. You know, it used to hurt, but he knew it was going to hurt me. But he knew that once I got nice at baseball, I was going to love it. And that's what happens. He was putting his son, sometimes as a father, you got to put your son through those tests of time, those trials and tribulations.
But Goku's way of doing it was just not mature. This is why,
But it's their world, so how you can't really.
I mean,
this is
and
their
at
world.
the same time, the fact that Goku owned up to the fact that he fucked up, because if he got, I mean, and look,
when?
No, he did.
He
did.
When did he pull Vegeta?
If you look at, okay, for example, because Gohan got a little cocky at a certain point, and even Goku was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Kill." Because those.
Did he get cocky? Let me know the exact moment.
Look, when Gohan became Super Saiyan 2, right?
Yes.
And he slaughtered the Cell Jr.
Yes. Okay.
You know, Goku made the mistake of giving, this is, I'm jumping all over the place here, but let me stick to this point. Gohan got cocky. He let his power get to his head. Goku is standing on the cliffside going like, "Okay, Gohan, you can kill him now." And he's just like, and Gohan's like, "No, I'm going to make him suffer a little more." He's just like, "Yo, he's bugging out."
Who's falling into that trap all the time?
That was a Vegeta thing, though.
No.
I almost said Goku, but Goku.
Let's be honest.
No, that's a Goku.
That's Goku shit, bro.
He does that all the time.
He doesn't get cocky like that, though.
God.
That was Vegeta levels of cocky.
Goku would give his enemy a sensu bean and be like, "Yo, all right, fight me at max."
Yeah, but Goku's not gonna be like, "I'm gonna let him suffer a little bit first and then kill him."
No. Let me tell you exactly what it is. It's actually a Saiyan thing. Saiyans have problems with that. But Gohan's shit was just like, "Yo, all right, cool, I can kill him, but I'm not gonna kill him." Where did he learn that from? Goku could have been killed Frieza during the Frieza saga. Goku could have killed Frieza early in that fight. You seen how he killed him.
You mean when he was Super Saiyan?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good point.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a good point.
Goku's done this multiple times.
He has done that.
Goku's done this. He did that against Cell. That fight, he could have beat Cell. He was ascended. He could have went Super Saiyan 2.
I don't think
there was no fake potential. All right, first of all, we got to call out Akira Toriyama's writing, but writing besides that, Goku, I can't just give Goku the maturity thing. I'm sorry. He's just... In that moment, he wasn't mature. I will agree to disagree, though. And I'll take that. Like, if you feel that way, cool.
What other time was he mature? Because he's taking ownership that he should have... Because in a way, he was like, okay, I shouldn't put all this on you, Gohan. Okay, I'm going to fix it now. He thought he was doing the right thing at that moment for everybody. Because he felt like he fucked up. I felt like that was a mature move.
I'm going to agree to disagree, but...
Okay.
Alright, what other time was Goku mature? Give me one more time. In the Z series.
Another time he was mature?
Yeah.
Maybe the very beginning. The 2 times he was mature is when he sacrificed himself. Period.
What, when he had to hold Raditz and...
Yeah, that was a moment of like, okay, we're not going to beat him. This the only way we got. This the only chance we got. I'll hold him.
So killing yourself is maturity.
That's the only time he's shown maturity in the series to me. Is when he made the sacrifice.
What about Spirit Bomb?
No, because he's asking for help.
Yeah,
really...
but does Goku ask for help in the fight?
No, but he's basically asking them for help to take their energy. He takes the trees. He takes the nature. He takes everything.
But Goku never asks for help.
Except when he uses Spirit Bomb.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but
that was the first time he had.
But I don't think Goku was prideful in the sense. It's weird.
He's not prideful, arrogant like Vegeta.
Vegeta doesn't ask for help. He'll ask for help from the planet, but he won't ask for help from. No, he helped. He fought alongside Piccolo.
Yeah, see, so that's my thing. That's not really maturity. I can't consider that maturity.
He will fight with somebody else it's for.
But can't you say that is a sense of maturity when you turn your enemy into a rival just to complete a good cause?
I just think
he's stupid.
Maybe it's just what's needed in that moment in time. He'll do what's necessary right now to be the greater evil.
Remember, Boo fell asleep. Boo sleeps for years. Oh, okay, I got an idea. What's the idea? Let's ask Frieza. Now, you save the universe by bringing in more evil into the universe, which is cool, because yin and yang, that's just the way the world has to balance. But are we calling that maturity, or are we just calling that human instinct?
I'm not gonna call it maturity. I don't think that's being mature.
Bobby. I agree.
I mean, it's him doing what's necessary at that point in time. He's just kind of like, no,
but then that makes him an analytical thinker. So my problem is I give too much space for shit. Like, Goku did something, I'm like, he did it for this, that, and the third. I don't know if he really did it for that, and the third, but playing devil's advocate, what if he was analytical in that moment?
You're saying that Goku didn't give thought. He doesn't give thought to his actions. He just
until it's too late. But he does come to the realization.
If he was analytical in the moments of where he has to team up with his enemy to beat the greater evil. I mean, I just feel like I wouldn't say it's analytical. I would say it's like he's looking at the situation. It's like, this is what we gotta do. Let's go. This is what we gotta do right now. If we want to live,
so
we want to survive.
So he lives in it now, and he just doesn't plan. Which is fine.
That's what I think. That's what I really think. Like, for example, when Raditz situation, the Universal tournament.
Let's stick to Z.
So, but let's say that you're saying that Goku doesn't have a sense of pride.
Right. But if we're sticking
Goku
to Z.
doesn't have a sense of pride.
In the times where because I think he only had one team up in there.
Okay, so how can you say Goku doesn't have a sense of pride, but he always feels like he has to step up to the challenge, and always, like, every time he fights, he's always looking for a stronger opponent?
I don't see, in that case, the way I'm viewing that, it's not pride. It's more of his sense of adventure and accomplishment. But pride,
when he loses,
pride has some arrogance in it. Like, Vegeta's prideful. So Vegeta, instead of training with Goku or finding out how to train, finding a way to talk to Goku, he could have went to Piccolo and be like, how do you talk to Goku in Otherworld, before he went Super Saiyan. Mm-hmm. In between, when they got back to Earth and Frieza came back again in a couple years. and then he found out Trunks went Super Saiyan, and then went on his own shit to turn Super Saiyan, and almost killed himself. That's prideful. You'd rather almost kill yourself than to ask for advice. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
There's been many times where he's had a chance. And again, just talking about Z, not bringing in Super, because Vegeta didn't grows into even a better... No, he did not. We'll talk about that. Oh my God, we will talk about that. Bro, it's no way in hell he regressed. And wait, I'm going to make my point right now.
Okay.
Vegeta barely asked Goku for help, not one fucking time in Z. Barely one time. He underhanded Goku during their fight when he was Majin Vegeta just so he can face Buu alone and be the hero of the earth because of his pride. Goku doesn't have pride. Goku, like you said, will ask for help in his time of need. Hey Piccolo, yeah, you used to be evil Piccolo. You're like whatever Piccolo now. Let's go do this. I'm stronger than you, so I'm going to hold Raditz. Do your special beam cannon. Boom. Goku, when it came into...
But that's not maturity. Sacrificing himself for the greater good. That's not a sense of maturity.
Was it greater good or was it just to win that fight? Because then this is
Raditz
was
going to take his son and kill his baby mother.
But was he going to kill? No, he wasn't. He was going to take the son, but not kill Chi-Chi. He didn't kill Chi-Chi.
All right, well, either way, he was going to take his son.
He was going to take Gohan.
No. And he fought
pretty much raise him, right? That was his plan, right? To raise Gohan?
Him like a savior.
Yeah, to the freezing army, to the Frieza army.
So I'm not saying Goku is not a human and he doesn't have mature aspects, but Goku didn't do that shit for the planet. Goku did a self-conscious thing, like you said, in that moment. So he teamed up with the only other person that was as strong as him to fight Raditz.
But this is the same dude. He sacrificed, because on paper, he sacrificed himself for his son.
Yes.
The same dude that threw his son into the fire because he believed that he knew his son.
So Goku is just a fucked up father.
No, I think Goku is the greatest dad of all time.
No, we're not doing this. Vegeta's the greatest dad of all time. Vegeta had the best sacrifice. And
what?
Vegeta
so how can you get on Goku, but then
Vegeta stopped his son, so he not take him to ice cream.
No. You can't call. No, that's disrespectful. Don't call Goku the greatest father of all time.
Whatever do you mean?
He's not the greatest father of all time.
I believe he is.
No, just because you see the potential in your kid and you like, he's pretty much like a black father who just shows up once in a while, play baseball with his kid, and then you disappear for 7 years. That don't make you a good father. That don't make you a good... Goku's not a good father. Piccolo's a good dad.
Jin from Hunter x Hunter,
Vegeta's a good father. No, Vegeta's and if you're gonna compare, Vegeta's a great father compared to Goku. At least he's around for his kid. At least he's around for his son. Like, come on,
Vegeta's only around because she's giving him room and board.
No,
he fell in love. He fell in love. He tore that pussy up.
First of all,
we're not.
Vegeta actually cares about his family.
Thank you. We're not doing no Vegeta slander.
No, we're not going to disrespect Vegeta. Vegeta actually cares for his family. He just try to pretend like he a tough guy. He don't care, but he really cares.
But look at all that Gohan accomplished. Gohan definitely defeated Cell. He graduated, got his master's in college.
No, that's Chi-Chi. That has nothing to do with Goku. Him beating Cell.
That's all Goku. And Uncle Piccolo.
That's him seeing the potential, but
Piccolo.
Okay, but
Piccolo?
Gohan becoming a scholar, you know, that has nothing to do with Goku. Goku barely played a role in Gohan's life.
Okay, so if Goku was more present, you think he would be a scholar?
No.
Because
Goku's president.
Thank you.
Goku's president towards the end. He's not a scholar.
I think everything happened for a reason. Everything lined up.
Oh my God! Don't call him the greatest father.
He's the greatest dad.
Let's not even like.
All right,
come
so
on.
We're gonna ignore the greatest dad part. What were we talking about again? We were just talking about Vegeta in general and how he's the better character?
Yes, I feel like Vegeta is the best character from start to finish. And I'm not gonna say in all the anime, but like he's like one of the like.
No, it's all the anime. Who's a better character than him in any saga that Vegeta?
In terms of character development?
Yamcha.
Oh no. In terms of character development?
That's why he's getting kicked off the podcast.
DK, you're messy, man.
I'm talking about in
Dragon Ball.
I thought you said anime. You said anime.
And first of all, Vegeta has way more character growth than Yusuke. We don't even want to get started with that.
Yusuke developed. We're not even talking about.
No, he developed, but nobody had in any fucking anime. Not Zack Marquis.
Ichigo.
We're not doing this Ichigo shit again. Ichigo's a dub.
I'm just saying.
Renji's a dub. Everybody in Bleach is a dub. Bleach is a shit anime. We're just gonna be as minimal at that. It is. You cannot defend it.
I can't allow you to sit here and say that.
We was talking about why Vegeta is the best character in Dragon Ball Z again.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yes. Let's continue talking about King Vegeta.
Prince Vegeta.
King Vegeta.
Prince Vegeta. If you want to go by king,
Vegeta-sama.
I would have to say Goku's the king of all Saiyans right about now.
How so?
Because he's stronger than Vegeta.
If it wasn't for his fusion with Vegeta, he would not have beaten Broly.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for Goku even passing superior limits, Vegeta wouldn't even know where to go.
Let's just say Ultra Instinct is a little fucking cop-out of story MacGuffin, so...
Well, hopefully your boy will be right behind him with it, too. Thank God Goku figured it out.
Still, in terms of character arc, the best character.
Let's talk about character.
Okay, development-wise in Dragon Ball Z, you got it.
Yeah, because Vegeta comes from a... Started out as an arrogant, first-class Saiyan who meets this lower-class Saiyan who gives him a challenge. Goku didn't beat him. Goku never beat Vegeta in the series at all. He never beat Goku. But he just never did. What really fucked with Vegeta was the fact that Goku could even be on his level. That's the whole thing that started the entire obsession with
I'm
Goku.
about to get my Vegeta fucking tattoo, bro.
Yeah, it was when Goku was able to.
Fuck Vegeta.
Because that's what fucked his whole world up. He's just like, my entire life I'm told I'm the best. That lower class Saiyans can't even be in the same conversation as me, and this person fucking made me go to work for real.
Yeah, he made him turn into an 8 just so that.
Me go to work.
And honestly, that was Vegeta's trump card. Like, he pulled. Oh, I'm gonna make a fucking moon now because I'm literally getting my ass.
Yo, he threw that moon.
Not only that, you gotta look at the degree, what of how, because Vegeta, you can say Vegeta lost that fight. He was humiliated
Vegeta
in that fight. He was humiliated by not only the fact that Goku was able to stand up to him. Krillin want to come up in here. Yajirobe want to come up in here, and y'all humiliate me. So now this starts this whole
King Yajirobe thread now. Oh, I'm gonna have to start that on. Oh my god, because technically
Yajirobe MVP.
He didn't cut. He is, bro. He's Kevin Durant of the league, bro.
No, he the 6th man of the year.
Nah, bro.
And they never utilized him the same way. I wish they utilized Yajirobe more.
I would say the 6th man because but I would say 6th man because Yajirobe, he just comes out of nowhere. Like he's on some cool basket.
I really feel like I wish that they would utilize those side characters more because they have interesting things that they could bring to the table. Maybe not in terms of power scaling.
Toriyama is one of the shittiest writers among us.
I'm not gonna disrespect Mr. Toriyama. I know this man has his flaws. He forgot character existed in his story.
Please, what character did he forget? Let us know.
Launch. He forgot Launch existed in his story.
Let's go. Who
and
else?
Look, the man is flawed. I'm not going to sit here and act like, but Toriyama, he's not going to hear this. I'm just saying, I looked up to Toriyama.
You never know, bro.
And I know he flawed. I know he fucked up a lot of characters in the series. Point being, Vegeta, we're talking about Vegeta. I'm not going to disrespect Toriyama. Starting off from that point. And then, because when we get to Namek, he did what was necessary to survive. He's just like, okay, I hate these people, but we got Frieza's the bigger threat. To him kind of showing where his anger, his trauma came from.
Where did his trauma come from exactly?
From Frieza.
Nah, it goes deeper than that.
You think it goes beyond Frieza?
It's Beerus. To be honest, Beerus really made his father like a piece
of shit. Yeah, man.
So, yeah, as the story developed, you find out.
I forgot about that little tidbit, but I don't feel as if Beerus played a bigger, as important role.
I think Vegeta's father himself played the bigger role. You got to remember, and this goes back to history. No great king has had a great son.
Right.
No great king. Louis XIV didn't have a great son.
Yeah, because to be a king, you have to come from the
That's
dirt.
what I'm saying. So Vegeta, why do you think Vegeta keeps calling himself Prince? Bro, we can wish back your planet. It's not like we can't do that. You can go. There's another sane planet. You can go and be a king of that. Vegeta relegates himself to a prince because he does not feel he can be better than his father, bro. Trump's sons feel like they can't be better than him, bro. It's always like that, bro. Anybody, I think the only difference, like, Will Smith and his son is a great way to look at it because his son has carved their own lane for him to be a king. But every great man does not have a great son. And I think Vegeta psychologically has impacted himself to the point where he does not feel he's that great. It wasn't until he saw Goku turn Super Saiyan that he was like, that can even be attainable. So one thing is, he had to see somebody be stronger than his father. To that point, the only person stronger than his father...
Super Saiyan at one point.
Before
he thought he
had the power because of the little fucking health hacks that Saiyans have. You understand what I'm saying? But he didn't notice that until Goku fought the Ginyu Force. Because remember, Vegeta was already injured by Raccoon. And then Vegeta saw Goku fight. And everybody's like, why is he not getting hit? Vegeta was the only one that noticed the markings on the ground. And Vegeta was like, how is he able to move so fast? And then that's when Vegeta put the idea of Super Saiyan that Goku was already attainted. It wasn't until Goku was healing after Vegeta was healed that Vegeta thought he had that power because he felt renewed. And then again, we know that's not a fact.
He got humbled by Frieza.
Humbled. He got his ass whooped from California to New York.
He started to cry.
Bro, that's more than a humble, bro.
He started to cry.
Cry? Bro, that nigga was dead.
I failed you.
Bro. He was like, oh my god.
And he was scared. There was a lot of stuff going through
Vegeta. But the trauma, the first thing that came in his mind was his father, bro.
He loved his father,
and now he saw somebody stronger than his father. That is a Saiyan. He's never saw a Saiyan that was stronger than his father. He himself still felt that he wasn't as strong as his father at that moment. At that moment.
Think about that.
Before the Super Saiyan moment. But before he felt he was fake Super Saiyan. He still felt, no matter how many years had passed by, because remember, Saiyans don't age. He still felt that he was not as strong as his pops, bro. Vegeta's trauma comes from him being, and you could say semi-caused by Frieza, but at the same time, he's still a prince. He never. If your pops die, if you're a king and your father dies, you become king. You don't become prince anymore. Look at Lelouch. You understand what I'm saying? Vegeta's trauma comes from him never thinking he was as good as his pops, bro.
Never thought. I never thought about that before. Because I was gonna also add into the fact is that he's also where the Frieza comes into that whole thing is the fact that he's seeing his father being underling to some other this other person, and as a kid you're probably thinking like, why is he had to answer to these people? Why is he kneeling to them? And I feel as if that also created a complex within, like a greater sense of pride in Vegeta, where he doesn't want to be a lesser to somebody else.
But he is.
Yeah. And
he is. At the end of the day, he knew he was. And his whole shit with Vegeta, was, I gotta be stronger than Frieza. So when he found out he can get immortality by stealing the Dragon Balls, giving the Dragon Balls and then finding out he had to steal them, that's when he went and enacted that plan. But again, that still stems from him thinking his father at one time was the greatest person and not actually being the greatest person in his life. So the father is the epicenter, then comes Beerus, then comes Frieza. And then even then, Beerus was added into canon, so even if we wanted to stretch it and say fuck the Beerus part, Frieza still had Vegeta's servitude up until Vegeta went and tried to steal the Dragon Balls from Namek. That the only reason he even went to Earth, the only reason he even talked to Raditz, gave him that signal, and then to go to Earth, was so that, and then when Vegeta heard the Dragon Balls thing, was so that he can be stronger than Frieza. But again, that all stems from him seeing Frieza have dominance over his father. His father was the epicenter of it all. Causality. He thinks his pops is great. The effect is not really, because his pops serves Frieza. And now he has his own thing with Frieza in that moment. But the pops is still the epicenter.
That's deep.
My bad, bro. I know.
How could you
look
at your...
my bad. That's deep. I'm like, man.
But how can you sit there and be like, alright, I'm never going to be better than my pops.
Yeah.
But...
Now his pops is now somebody's underling, bowing to them in his own planet. So this is what fucks Vegeta up. So, yeah, Frieza's a cause, but that cause is an effect of the original cause, which was him looking up as his pops. So now, when he sees that his pops is serving somebody else and his pops is supposed to be a king, Vegeta now goes through the world with the classification he has had since he was a child. That's Vegeta, even though he's more mature than Goku and not as childish, still having a childlike mentality, bro. It's all psychology at that point.
So this is him not acknowledging himself as a king.
Yes.
Because he don't want to be a king, because in his mind the kings serve Frieza.
Not even Frieza. The king should serve no one. And the king does serve. So if the king served, then I'm his prince, then I will forever be a prince. Even after him having dominance over Frieza, and I gotta double check this.
So
I
it's
may
an
have to backtrack.
inferiority complex.
It was, but even when it's an inferiority complex internally, because he beat Frieza. Like and if we want to bring Super into the fold, because it is canon, that fight was actually written by Akira Toriyama himself. The whole script for that movie.
Right. He did beat Frieza.
It was meant. He did beat Frieza until Goku decided to take over the rest of the fight. He could have beat Frieza. Frieza did some underhanded shit. But in technicality, Vegeta beat Frieza. Vegeta, even after that, going into the rest of the season of Dragon Ball Super, still only called himself the Prince of All Saiyans. When he fought Kaba, only still called himself the Prince of All Saiyans in Universe 7. Vegeta has a psychological problem. And it's mommy-daddy issues. At the end of the day, he has a father issue. He never felt that he can be better than his father. Because even then, he still serves somebody.
One might argue that he feels like he's forever the prince because he can never surpass Goku.
I was getting there. So, in that turn, Vegeta, even though Vegeta's beaten everybody he needed to beat, he is still not as strong as Goku. Yeah. And that is Vegeta's problem now. So that's why he still calls himself the prince. Goku still may be his underling, but every great king was never a great warrior. Louis XIV wasn't a great warrior. King Charles and King James weren't great warriors. They had a great knight. Robert Baratheon in Game of Thrones, if I need to bring some normal shit in for y'all normies, was a great king and warrior, but the Hound, the Mountain, was actually a stronger warrior than the king at that time. Jaime Lannister was a king slayer, still a better swordsman than Robert Baratheon. So, no great king is always the greatest fighter.
Well, except for the great Emperor Napoleon Bonaparte.
No. So, Emperor is different from being king. He was an emperor in the term of the way they did their laws. And military strategy was different. When we talk about, like, kings, we're thinking of the old Knights of the Round Table type shit. Now, again, similar, odds and odds, but...
We're saying social status and structure.
Yeah, but when you have an army, your army fights for you still. So your army is still stronger than you. The million men that Napoleon Bonaparte had and controlled around that decade...
And utilized efficiently.
Very efficiently. If all the million person versus him, he's going to get his ass whooped. So, at that time, military strategy was different. So, we didn't have that one joyous night, that one strong night for us. We had countries fighting for us.
Right.
And then that's when you go and you have that whole my country is stronger than young country shit. And I'm smarter than you and I'm not smarter than you shit. When it comes to battlefield tacticians.
Or military strategy.
Exactly. Napoleon would die by anybody. He can get shot. Like, the world is different in that point. But when it comes to Vegeta and the whole Goku dynamic, he knows Goku has some strength over him. So you can't call yourself a king if the king is not the strongest. That's Vegeta's frame of thinking, because Vegeta, as mature as he may be in some aspects, is still childish in other aspects. And in that, he has father issues. His father died. He's technically an orphan. Like, Goku doesn't feel that orphan fucking feeling because he only knew Earth from not even not even Gohan. He only knew Earth as his childhood
Wait, that
planet.
was the grandfather name, right?
Oh yeah,
Gohan,
my
yeah.
bad. Yeah, he had Gohan to raise him, and he had Earth, so he felt he belonged on Earth.
And and Goku had a lot of like father figure like characters and
Master
throughout
Roshi.
Roshi, Kami, King Kai. He had father figure, quote unquote.
Vegeta had none of that.
Exactly,
Yeah.
he didn't have none of
And
that.
that's the main issue at that. Again, Vegeta. That's the only reason Vegeta calls himself Prince. He's still, but to say he is regressed, I can't give you that because in Super he matures even more.
All right, so let's touch on that.
You mean because I mean regress in terms of his motivation? Because when we get by the end of Z, he accepts that Goku is better than him, and then we go to Super, and all of a sudden he like, nah, fuck that shit. You're not better than me now.
No, he admit during the Majin Buu fight,
Yeah,
Goku was better than him.
yeah.
He never said he was going to give up and try to be better. Vegeta's whole thing has been let me be better. Goku turned Super Saiyan first. Oh, if Kakarot can do it, I can do it. Oh, Goku's going to ascend. Oh, we will be stronger. Oh, his son turned Super Saiyan 2. I'm going to find a way to turn Super Saiyan 2 and be stronger. That's why he went and took the Majin powers. You know what I'm saying? Just to be stronger. And then when Goku turned Super Saiyan 3 and Vegeta witnessed that from Otherworld, which is done off camera, when Vegeta comes back and they're fighting Majin Buu, and Vegeta brings up the whole Super Saiyan 3, don't play with me crap. You had a power level that was higher, you didn't tell me.
Right.
Well, Vegeta, I couldn't because then I would have less time to stay on Earth. And I only did it in an emergency. He felt so fucking hurt because Goku
He felt like that was
withheld his
disrespect.
power.
Right.
And then when Goku ascends even further to Super Saiyan God, and Vegeta has to be the reason that Goku ascends to Super Saiyan God, he still wants to become better. And then that when on Resurrection of F comes and Goku's doing whatever the fuck Goku's doing, who is training with Whis personally? Vegeta. Vegeta's whole path since meeting Goku has been to surpass Goku.
I just feel like it was retconned because the series had to continue.
Nah, Vegeta's always been that way.
Because by the end of, if we didn't have Super, if we were left with the narrative that Vegeta just accepted the fact that he's never gonna be better than Goku, and that maybe there are more important things in life than being the strongest, which is family.
But he realized that in the Cell games.
I mean, I wouldn't say he realized it then.
Look how once he finds Trunks as his son, he has a different respect for Trunks. He looks at Trunks differently. That's why when Trunks goes super Brolic Trunks and fights Cell, stronger, more Brolic than Vegeta was, he gets mad that Trunks took that option because he is, even in Super, when Trunks did that same thing to fake out Vegeta and then still get that hit, he gets upset because he looks at Trunks in a different way. Vegeta's had that familiar aspect since the Cell games. So Vegeta's whole thing is pride, but he still loves his family. But his whole clear objective is just to be better than Goku, bro. It does not regress. He actually becomes a better character.
So how many super villains Vegeta beat on his own?
He's beaten.
He killed the entire. I think he has the highest kill count in Dragon Ball Z.
Z?
Yeah.
How?
Super villains.
He killed the Cybermen, killed Nappa, killed most of Ginyu Force.
Fuck.
No. When Vegeta becomes good, so from Earth onward, from Future Trunks onward.
Yeah.
From
That's
that
what I'm talking
point,
about. Because Vegeta was a villain.
Not really.
When he killed the Ginyu Force, he was still a villain. He wasn't an ally. He didn't become
Anti-hero, I would say.
Alright, so-
anti-hero.
Alright.
At that
That's
point.
No. You know what?
Ginyu Force.
All right,
That's
so,
villain.
no. Let's give him Nappa. Let's give him not Nappa. Let's give him the Ginyu Force
I'll
because
give him the Ginyu
he was an
Force.
anti-hero. He was like Wolverine almost.
Nappa was already weak. He just threw him up there and hit him with the
Oh
blast.
no. He can get cheap kills too. Everybody can get cheap kills. Let's
Okay.
let's open the floodgates.
Okay.
How many Vegeta killed only 2 Ginyu Force people. He didn't kill Raccoon. He killed the green nigga, if I'm mistaken.
He killed. He technically
And he killed Jace, which that's why my name is Jace.
He technically killed Raccoon. He technically killed him. I mean, he picked up the
Alright,
scraps.
can we 0.5? So that's 2.5 of the Ginyu Force.
He killed Raccoon, Gildo, Jace,
He killed
and
Jace
Berta.
He killed Berta?
Yeah.
How he killed Berta?
He stomped on his neck.
Was Berta already injured by anybody?
Goku, yeah, but he still killed him.
Was Raccoon injured by somebody prior to Vegeta?
But he still killed him.
Alright, so 0.5. So Vegeta gets 0.5 for each of those 2 kills, and then he gets the first 2 kills. So we're at 3. No, he's getting half a kill for each of those.
Okay.
Goku gets those half kills too. So he gets 2.5.
Saga,
no, he gets 3. So who else does he kill in the Ginyu Saga?
That was it.
No, because he killed the fat android, right?
Oh, Android. Oh, you down after. He killed Android 19.
Alright, who else he killed after that?
Pui Pui.
And Majin Vegeta. Who else he killed after that?
That's it. I think that's it.
So Vegeta got the most kills.
In the series.
Gohan alone killed 6 of the fucking Cell babies that were fucking all of them up. Even Vegeta and Ascended Saiyan. He killed 6 Cell babies, and he killed Cell.
Zarbon.
That's 7.
That's 7.
About that shit.
Oh, no. No. We're talking about when Vegeta was an anti-hero. He wasn't an anti-hero until he teamed up with Goku.
You counted
but I'm
from
going
when
back for the
Vegeta
he definitely killed Ginyu.
Oh, no.
I mean, Raccoon.
Raccoon?
Yeah.
They added him as killing
They're giving him full...
He killed Raccoon.
Full credit.
If you're gonna go based on the entire series, Vegeta has the most he killed the most characters in the series.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did.
No, I just said Gohan had 7 kills and just that one fucking fight.
Y'all agree that Vegeta killed Android 19?
Yeah.
The fat one, not the old one.
Killed
the fat
19.
one.
Oh, that's the fat one. Yeah.
And not only that, Vegeta killed all those Namekians on Planet Namek as well.
Okay, he was a villain. I'm talking about when he's an anti-hero.
When he was a good guy?
Yes, bro.
I mean, see,
we're not talking about overall kill count. Because if that's the case...
This is non-canon, but they said he beat Janemba.
I mean, that's
that was
in the
Gogeta.
Movie. That's I mean, technically, that's half. That's a half kill.
No, we're not giving him...
Janemba. And I'm not giving him Janemba either. I'm going to give him that. Then you can say he killed Android, 15 too? No, he technically killed Android 15.
Oh, shit. No, oh, wait, we can't count the movies.
But I see no big boys on here, though, to be honest.
He doesn't kill no supervillain. He's not... The closest supervillain he's killed, besides Android, whatever the fat one is named...
19?
Yeah, is, Frieza. Because the movie is canon. And then again, Frieza underhanded and destroyed the planet. So, technicalities, he didn't even kill Frieza.
Kill Frieza. I mean, you can say Piccolo had the biggest kill in the series, though. He's the only person who actually killed Goku. Piccolo's the only character who actually killed Goku.
Cell killed Goku.
Blew himself up.
Suicide. He was still a causality.
I'm talking about like he...
You know what? I'm gonna give you a second to think about that, Bobby. You bring something up to him. I gotta use the bathroom because pee bladder is on deck. Alright, we're gonna pause so that I can use the bathroom.
Like that.
Wait,
what'd you say, Alan?
I was talking about we were just talking off the record that when we were talking about Vegeta's character arc and his issues stemming from his father, I really don't think... I don't want to be disrespectful to Akira Toriyama. I love Akira Toriyama. But I just don't think he's capable of thinking that deeply about his characters.
I didn't think he really thought that far into it.
I just don't think he's capable of thinking deeply about any of his characters, honestly. If we look at... Because even if we...
That still doesn't hold the fact that Vegeta has the best character arc.
Yeah, and Vegeta,
so it doesn't matter how
right.
and what intention the author had. It just so happens that out of all the bullshit that Akira Toriyama wrote, the Yamcha shit, the regression, the non-regression, and then the re-aggression of Gohan, the future of how the kids, Goten and Trunks think, doesn't matter. All that really matters at the end of the day is when you put all those storylines against the wall, the only one that had the most efficient, proper, and cohesive story and growth is of the character Vegeta.
I agree with that completely. The second to me would have to be Piccolo.
You got to.
But then because Piccolo. But then again, I say second Piccolo because I don't want to say second Piccolo. Maybe second Gohan, up to Cell.
What?
Up to in terms of character development.
Yo, what is with everybody being Gohan stands?
I just think Gohan had, in terms of his character development from the beginning of Z to up to Cell, not past that point. It was good character development for Gohan. Piccolo had good character development if you're looking from his arc from when he was Piccolo Jr. from Dragon Ball up to when he sacrificed himself for. That's when Piccolo peaked. That's when he reached his full circle as a character, and that's why you haven't seen Piccolo.
Wait.
So Piccolo went through his own little Vegeta phase.
Yeah, because he was the
he
first.
Did, because
yeah.
the last person Piccolo fused with was
Dende? No, was Kami.
No, Dende.
No, he fused
was
with...
it Kami
or
Dende?
Nail. He fused
Kami
with
was
Nail.
first, but then he...
No, he fused with Nail.
And then it was Kami.
And then he fused with Kami.
That's still
and
character
that was
development.
I mean, you can say he got closure with Kami in terms of, okay, but... I don't call that a character development because he did it out of necessity.
Wait, so who is who? Is it Kami or is it Piccolo?
Kami and Piccolo were one.
Piccolo,
I know what I'm saying. So
if you're stronger, you take on the traits of
right,
that person.
But
it's not like the Vegeta Gogeta fusion when you're half. So the Namekian fusions are when they fuse.
Yeah,
whoever is the
fuse
dominant personality becomes that person.
The more powerful host.
Yes.
But Piccolo and Kami were one and the same. They split. The good half Kami, the evil half Piccolo, and what ended up happening, if they stayed together, he would have been the strongest character in the series, is what they were saying. Stronger than a Super Saiyan, all that stuff. That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying in the story. In the story, that's what they said. That's what I say they because it's not speculation. It's been said in the series that if Piccolo and Kami stayed together, he would have been stronger than Frieza.
But they don't stay together because doesn't Dende take over as the god of the planet?
Yeah, but that happens during the Cell side. But what I'm saying is that Piccolo's character arc, similar to Vegeta, good guy, evil character turned good. He had a good character arc up to that point. I don't think as a character there was nothing because he pretty much that's who Piccolo became from that point on.
Yeah.
Gohan's father figure. That's who he became.
I just wanted to know, like, was
the
being of Kami and Piccolo, right?
That's more than Gohan, actually, as well. That's more character development.
Wait, answer this to me though. The being before he split, did he call himself Piccolo?
No.
Or was he Kami?
It was. We don't even know what the name was.
Wasn't it not King Piccolo? Was it not
before the split? They don't. The name was never been.
Yeah.
They never said what the name was.
No, you're right about
the
that.
The being before the original whatever that
Namekian
like
in the stomach, and it comes out that the egg comes out or whatever that shit, and then they split after the egg hatch. There's no name for that being.
I read on Reddit they was calling Piccolo Evil Kami.
He is evil Kami though. He is evil Kami. Mm-hmm. He's the evil half of whatever because in order for Kami to become
Kami means
the guardian,
God, so evil God.
Yeah, the only way
good God and evil God, and then that'll make sense because Kami overlooks the world as the good God, and Piccolo is just on Earth, even though he's not doing a lot of evil shit, but still has that evil heart to him.
Because the only thing, because in order for Kami to become Kami, the guardian of the Earth, he had to get rid of all the evil that was in him. So that's where the entity of Piccolo was like, because
Piccolo Kami have the best character development. If his evil side got evil
and turned
good,
no.
Can we say
that
Kami
they split. So
no,
it doesn't count.
Kami was still him. Jump. It's still his side.
No,
it was him before Piccolo decided to be evil. It was them at birth. Once they come out the egg is when they split.
No, that's not what happened.
When did they split?
Because you're confusing a few elements here. Kami, when he became guardian of the Earth, that's when he wanted to become the next guardian. Because I guess they have this kind of system where
trials and tribulations.
Yeah, in order he had to get rid of the evil in his heart, which then that evil manifestation became the Demon King Piccolo. The evil Kami, you can call it. And then when we get into Dragon Ball, King Piccolo comes back. He gets defeated by Goku. He spits the egg out. He does, I guess, this weird Jesus thing where he spits his own self, his own essence out, and it becomes Piccolo.
Yeah.
And then because the thing about Piccolo Jr. I guess is the Piccolo that we know now. He still has the memories of King Piccolo, so he still had that resentment towards comedy for some reason. But then he grew as a character to learn to care. Eventually, the evil was eradicated from his heart. So then, when they fused again, it's not really two halves with one evil. I don't know. Anyway, because it's too.
All right. The whole question at hand was: does Piccolo have the most growth? No, Kami has the most growth.
We go second.
Second, and he said Gohan.
Gohan, yeah. So
you said Gohan.
Gohan, and then Piccolo, because Gohan he started from.
No. It's Piccolo then Gohan.
Gohan
is still an innocent
I'm gonna agree with that. I'm gonna put Piccolo back at number 2.
You have to. And then, if you really want to be even more fucking technical, I can stretch it and really bring up Android 18.
In terms of character development?
Yeah, she's a mother.
She is a mother.
She's fought for the Earth
Did we get a lot?
Times.
I would have liked to see more.
It's not about see
how she developed, though.
Yeah, because I don't. I mean,
she just popped up.
You don't get the sense.
She's
you don't get the sense that she was.
No,
that was good though. Like I was
Android 18. I mean, she never seemed like she would been opposed
Android
to
17.
being a mother.
Bro, Majin Buu, motherfucking Buu, Fat Buu.
Fat Buu
actually has one of the greatest story developments.
He's
a good guy.
That's interesting that you bring up his character.
It from when he was evil Buu in the beginning.
No, was Buu ever really evil?
He was
the same
Buu.
That's interesting that you bring up Buu. I'm now starting to realize the characters of the best arcs were characters who were evil who turned good.
Thank you. So Buu was evil Buu first. Babidi created evil Buu first. Then what that evil Buu did was have a power that was taking over other people. But when they succumb and he takes over that person, he becomes dumb. It just so happens that Buu ended up fighting the
Grand Kai?
The North Grand Kai, right?
Yeah, that Grand Kai, the fat one.
The fat Grand Kai, and he became very, very Charlie. And that's why that Buu became Fat Buu. But then, during the Z Saga, mind you, it's still canon, unfortunately, even though it's a shitty story, Toriyama. And I don't even want to defend your story, but I am.
You mean the friendship between him and Hercule?
Not even that. Fat Buu comes, Babidi is controlling him still. Do this, do that for me, bang, bang, bang. Fat Buu only knows how to follow what he says, and he gets candies and reward. He's a child. Mm-hmm. Throughout that Buu saga, he becomes an angsty teenager. He becomes adult, more refined, and then he becomes, when they take out that Buu and they take out all the evil essence, and he's just evil mini Buu again. He's just a wild ass little fucking kid who just does whatever he wants. So he's had a regression. He became a good character. Then he regressed again as being an evil fucking character. And then, not only that,
really evil.
Well, Babidi created him. So that whole Buu was Buu all throughout.
This was when he was dark skin Buu.
You know, skinny Buu?
No, when he was baby Buu. Baby Buu came before dark skin Buu. Like, so when the story starts, Babidi creates. Yeah, he's like gray. All right, let's say gray.
Gray Buu.
All right, charcoal.
Because from what I know from Buu, he's always had that Goku mentality.
No, only Fat Buu did. The other
when
Buu
I got
was
introduced to Buu.
Oh, see? So in the story, we get introduced to Fat Buu. But then we find out when
the history.
That dumbass Kai talks about everything.
Supreme Kai, when he was talking about how he was the original incarnation of Buu was the Kid Buu version of him, who was just like pure evil that could only be controlled by Bibbidi. Because Bibbidi was the only person that was it. No, Bibbidi. Bobbidi's father, Bibbidi. That's before he got
I was like, wait, I thought you were talking about Bobby.
Yeah, and then Bibbidi.
Because it's Bibbidi Bobbidi.
I think Bibbidi was Bibbidi killed? He was probably killed by one of the Kais, I think. I don't know when he was killed. Mm-hmm. He might have been killed by the Kai.
Probably killed by both.
And then he absorbed the big buff Kai. Is that canon?
Yeah, that flashback is
okay.
I think I gotta check the manga again, but it may just be in the manga as well.
And then he absorbed the Grand Kai, I think is what they call him, or the Supreme Kai of the North or something. Mm-hmm. Gets his gentle nature. Then Babidi Bibbidi, Bibbidi was still alive then, so he put him into that. He locked up Boo pretty much. Then we get to Bobbidi. That whole thing happens. The Piccolo thing happens where he splits between his good half, his evil half. That stuff is confusing.
All right, but at the end of the day,
damn, Bibbidi didn't even create Boo.
No, it wasn't Bibbidi either, and it wasn't Bobbidi.
No, Bibbidi didn't create Boo. Boo was already an evil entity.
And he just found a way to control him.
And he found a way to control him.
Alright, so... Who has the best character development again?
Vegeta.
Alright, and then who's second?
Piccolo.
It has to be Piccolo.
No, Boo. Third is Piccolo.
I still say Piccolo's number 2.
But, okay, Piccolo was he's purged out evil as well.
Boo was good.
But Piccolo actually done more good
Boo was good even when he was Fat Boo evil.
But he started out evil, right?
Yeah.
So these Piccolo and Boo started out evil. Evil as fuck. Right? Yes. Now we all going about character development. Evil? I would have to say
who's
Piccolo.
And more evil in terms of
from what I've seen.
Who's more evil?
Who's more older? Who's older? Piccolo or Boo?
Then you gotta say Boo is more older.
And if Boo's more older and Boo's been evil since his inception, who's more evil?
That's good on theory, but I'm saying for what you see in an anime with your eyes, and I'm saying you got it in theory. Yeah, if you add it up, yes, you could say he's more evil.
Character development.
But when I seen evil acts, I've seen more evil acts from Piccolo. So and when I see good deeds and the turnaround, I've seen it more Piccolo. Maybe because he's one of the main characters.
Yes,
and but from what you see, you have to go with Piccolo over Boo.
All right.
This is the same man that. Goku defeated you, stopped your whole plans, but now you're raising his kid. Then on top of that, you're defending the same Earth that you was trying to destroy so many fucking times.
Boom, you get second place. Piccolo gets second place. Are we gonna say third is Boo? Because I can't give you Gohan. Gohan has no character development. The whole Saiyaman saga is fucking bullshit. At the end of the day, like he regresses.
But I'm talking from like.
Even in spirit.
We're seeing this kid grow up and learn to embrace his warrior side.
He doesn't, because when he goes to school, back when he becomes a teenager, he really doesn't.
I'm talking from
Gohan grew
up to Cell.
This is Crybaby.
No. We're talking whole series. We're talking Z series.
Z series. But we're talking about Crybaby Gohan.
Yeah, he went from Crybaby Gohan. At that point in the cell, there was a point where
he was 2 years old.
Yeah, and remember
he
there
was
that
2
point
years old.
where Krillin and Piccolo set up that strategy for Nappa, and Gohan just had to.
This is Gohan at 6.
And then Gohan was scared. It was overcoming his fear, overcoming his hate for fighting, and doing. And pretty much learning that you got to do what's necessary to protect the planet.
That was Adventures with Piccolo, where he learned how to survive on his own.
No, I'm talking in terms I'm talking about Gohan like from beginning of the series to the South Side.
Piccolo trained and when it hit, the only major factor that we even have Gohan with all of that independence and believing in his fighting capability is because Gohan was trained by Piccolo, met a little fucking dragon thing with wings, and did what the fuck he had to do in order to survive in the fucking desert.
That wasn't even canon, though.
Some of that
was
Icarus
canon. Was a canon?
No, Icarus is not canon.
Icarus is not canon.
Those side adventures.
No.
Either.
The side adventures is not, but the training by Piccolo is.
Yes, but
so
even after
he had that capability when they fought Nappa.
Right, but even after his training with Piccolo, he was still scared. He was still a scared. He was still a scared kid. He still didn't step up to the plate.
But your fear doesn't. So we're all right. So if you want to equate fear to character growth, cool.
Because. You gotta because in that environment, in that world, only the toughest survive. You can't be a fearful character to survive in the Dragon Ball world. He had to overcome his fear to become a warrior. But
he is still not a warrior.
He's not. I'm just going based off.
Because then
if you want to add
Saiyaman and Saiyaman Tournament arc, Majin Buu Saga.
The character, he already reached his peak though. At that point,
he?
Yeah, when he beat Cell, Where was he gonna go from
Oh,
there?
so he wasn't he wasn't stronger than Cell when he became the when he Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyan.
Yeah, when he beat Cell, he would. I think it was implied in the series that he was not as strong.
Mr. Gohan.
When Mr. Gohan, he got stronger, of course. But I'm saying,
you say he's at his peak.
No, this is what I'm saying. When Gohan when he fought Cell, and then we got the 7-year gap. Gohan, when he fought Cell, was stronger than Gohan after the 7 years. Gohan had to get those powers unlocked, but I wouldn't say that was his peak as a character.
Mr. Gohan was stronger than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan.
Yeah, for sure. It was stronger
Super
than
Saiyan 2 Gohan.
But what did it accomplish? It was a pretty much a power boost for nothing.
So what?
All right, wait. It doesn't matter what you accomplish. It matters how strong you are as a character, strength-wise, and how strong you are as a character-wise. And if we look at Gohan, even though he may have been a little bit more adult, he has a girlfriend or whatever, he still regressed as a character because he became a caricature of himself. And that goes back to Toriyama not even wanting to write past that, because Toriyama didn't even want to do the Buu saga. So
I agree.
At the end of the day, you gotta just admit what it is. Gohan does not have that much character to growth. You said he reached his peak at Cell Saga. I think he still had a greater peak during the Buu Saga, but nowhere near as strong as what he should have been.
He reached his peak in terms of power in the Buu Saga. In terms of as a character, it was Cell.
Does Piccolo not have more character growth in the Buu Saga?
Gohan was 30. How old was Gohan when he beat Cell?
Who trained Trunks and Gotenks?
Gohan.
But
no.
But at that point, that was
fusion. Because I remember at one point.
No, but at that point, that was Piccolo's role in the series.
It doesn't matter if that was his role.
That was who
he was trying to save the world. He knew him and then they couldn't die, because if either one of them died, the Dragon Balls and the Earth wouldn't have a god to overwatch. You got to remember, Piccolo's responsibility is greater than what you think it is, and he had more growth. He was the reason that they even went into the hyperbolic time chamber, bro.
How old was Gohan when he defeated Cell?
12?
Like 13, 14.
Like 12 years old.
Now, what's going through his mind, right? This is the same dude that he went Super Saiyan 2, surpassed his elders, defeated Cell.
By luck.
Okay, well, he still did it.
Alright.
He's on top of the world right now. Does he really feel like he needs to continue to train? Or...
No, because
his brother told him to go to school. Bro.
But that's what I'm saying. What possesses you to be? You're at that power, right? That's like me telling you. You just came to.
He never.
You just became Fashionforty Ultimate. You have Karl Lagerfeld. You have Marc Jacobs. They at your beck and call, right? And you go. You know what? I don't want to be in the fashion world anymore. I want to go back to school. What possesses one to do that when you have reached that?
No,
great
because
power?
Gohan's character was never. He was never gonna be the next Goku.
Gohan was never ambitious. That was Gohan's problem.
I wouldn't say he wasn't ambitious. He was never ambitious to become the best fighter or the strongest fighter. He became the strongest fighter because that was what was necessary and needed at that point in time.
You know what you're saying right now? At the end of the day, this conversation, after the 2 hours we have, is going to come down to Akira Toriyama is the shittiest writer, and he got lucky with the Vegeta arc. Because what you're explaining to me right now is what the character needed to be. What kind of story is that? Whenever it's time for the character to get something or accomplish something, he gets it or he does what he needs to do. That's the Beckham world to the author.
Akira Toriyama, from the stories I've read about him, he had to come up with new stories. He came up with the ideas as he went, as he wrote the series. Right. He did not plan ahead. It was just like, Shonen Jump needs me to get this shit done by the weekend. Right. I need to figure this shit out.
All right, and
take it to the editors. They don't like it.
So what's the best arc to Dragon Ball Z? Let's really get into the Dragon Ball Z thing. What's the best arc of Dragon Ball Z? The most written, compelling, most cohesive arc.
I have to say it as a collective. You
can't say it's a collective. Pick an arc.
Pick an arc. Frieza. Frieza's best.
All right, and Frieza. You know what's crazy? I fucking agree with you.
Oh, see?
Because Frieza's the best arc. Because guess what? That's when he wasn't making up the story. So when we go into the fucking Cell games, and then after the Cell games, and we go into the tournament arc, and then the Majin Buu saga, he was writing as he went. But the only consistent character was Vegeta.
Right.
Piccolo. It wasn't Gohan. I give you Buu over Gohan. And Buu was towards the tail end. We just gotta admit that Akira Toriyama writes shitty fucking manga, and that as long as Vegeta was a consistent character, let's keep it at that.
You don't get a lot of people upset saying that. I ain't say that.
Matter.
I ain't say all that.
It doesn't fucking matter. Like
I didn't say all. I'm
like,
saying
Akira Toriyama was shitty, bro.
we can't be disrespectful now.
You could be disrespectful.
No, we can't be disrespectful like that though. We can't call Akira Toriyama a shitty writer.
He was. He's a shitty writer. He's not as shitty as Tite Kubo, but he's up there.
How are you gonna call Tite Kubo a shitty writer?
Yo, anything after Aizen is trash.
Are you kidding me?
Everything after Aizen is trash.
You're saying a lot right now. You're saying a lot.
You really
gotta
get
pay some respect.
So
you gotta pay some respect.
That whole Howl Bringer, whatever Bringer shit.
I give you that.
That was
I'll give you
trash.
that. But the Quincy arc?
That was trash. It was rushed. Bro, oh my god.
his
All of a sudden he has two
the
Zabuto. Oh my god, I controlled Aizen to control you, even though Aizen thought he was controlling you.
Luke Skywalker versus Darth Vader.
That
No,
was
we're
stupid,
not, no,
though.
it's
That
not.
was dumb.
No.
That was stupid.
Everybody was the fucking Quincy King's son that had Quincy powers. We're not doing this shit, bro. It's trash.
His quality
It was
writing
an unravel. It
It's
was a
trash.
plot twist. It was actually
it's
thought of.
trash.
The best arc
Yeah.
in Bleach, if you want to talk about Bleach, was that the whole one they were saving Rukia.
Rukia.
That was the
Thank you.
best.
The
That
Rukia
was the
retrieval,
really good story.
Seritai.
That was good storytelling.
That was it.
And that's
And guess
where.
what?
Better than every Dragon Ball Z
And
arc
that's-
ever came out.
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
Say Saga, Frieza Saga, get out of here, die. Oh
If
my
you're
God.
looking at
Nick,
Dragon
all right, so
Nobody has
no,
better characters to grow up than
Give me one
Vegeta.
touching
No,
moment.
'cause
Give me
here's
one
the
touching
thing.
moment that touched your
When
heart.
Vegeta was crying because he
'Cause-
saw that Goku would be the potential of the
Because
same
look,
race.
if you look at
So
if you look at
your boy crying,
Saiyan
like
Saga,
a little bitch,
No.
and got his ass handed to Frieza, that makes
Bye,
the arc.
Frieza.
That makes the arc.
no, if you look at
Arc
the
way
Saiyan
better. You
Saga
said
to
most
the end
emotional.
of the Frieza
Okay.
Saga, that's good storytelling though.
Bleach, a
That's good
story of
storytelling.
young kids trying to change society that they don't even understand. A society that they don't even understand. It's like a metaphor for you growing up from
Guess
being
what?
a young adult into an adult.
That's a coming of age
No,
story.
but guess what?
You could anybody can relate more to the Rukia arc than any Dragon Ball Z arc, bro. Are
First of
you
all,
crazy?
No, first of all,
You said any dragon?
Any
yeah,
Dragon
he's
Ball
wilding.
Z
He's wilding right now. We're not letting him
Name
get
a, name a Dragon Ball Z arc more
First of all,
relatable
the
than
whole
that.
Goku during the Frieza arc itself was about whatever obstacles is in your way, you can step above that. Nigga, that's life now. I'm 30 years old. You know how many fucking obstacles I've stepped across and became better at the end, motherfucker?
But these young men were in their 20s.
And? No, first of all, Ichigo's a fucking high school student.
No, I'm talking about Vegeta and Goku.
But
They was in their 20s.
your development as a human being doesn't stop at when you're an
Exactly.
adult. You still grow as a person.
I just turned 30 and I'm still
Okay,
growing.
Yeah, but this
the
is a coming of
teenager-
age.
It is a
Honestly,
coming of
Bleach
age
not,
story,
bro.
but
Bleach
don't.
came around.
So
So how
you're-
old were you
but
when
you're
Bleach came
falling-
out? How old were you when Bleach came
Alright,
out?
but you're falling in
How
love with...
old were
but
you
you're
when Bleach
falling
came
in-
out?
Bro, when Bleach came out, what was it, 2001? I was probably like
You was a
fucking-
teen.
Yeah, like 11 or 12.
Correct, right?
So, bro, you're falling...
So you don't
you're
relate.
Using,
So you don't relate to
it's not about
Ichigo.
relating. It's about you using nostalgia, the effect you're
It's not
train of thought.
nostalgia. It's actually
Yes, it is.
true.
No, it's not, bro. You cannot say...
We all was an Ichigo at one point.
You
Or we all
cannot-
was a Chad. Or we
Yo.
all was a what's the dude name?
Dorihime
Ishida.
And that's just because that's the subject at hand, bro. And not
I
fucking
feel like a
particular
teen
manga.
wrote it that was around our age, and he knew what we was going through, and I related the fuck.
No,
out of
it's a
that.
really.
Wait,
I'm not.
guess what?
It's a
Wait,
really
wait,
good arc.
After
though.
every arc-
it's a
It's
good
not
arc.
Wait. But after every arc, what happened? It resets. They go back to school. Everything is normal. We barely remember anything from Aizen. Oh, wait. We gotta go face the Quincy King. Aizen, remember? You was in that chair for all that while? We need your powers now.
During.
The quality of Bleach went
Hey
down.
Frieza,
at a
can you
certain
get your
point.
golden bald ass over here and help us beat this bald ass motherfucker?
But guess what?
I mean, but at least that makes-
Vegeta
at
is a
least-
simile.
at
No.
least that makes-
Frieza, no. Frieza is a simile and metaphor on how we never fully work to our potential when we think we're already at our peak. So, in regards to Vegeta, we think when Vegeta thinks he's reached his strongest, he's reached his strongest. But Frieza was like, nah, my nigga. There's more potential. I have way more room for growth. Let me just start training and practicing for a couple months. And this is what I was able to accomplish.
Or did the writers go, you know what?
This is-
We need something new. We need something
Sounds
flashy
like
for
Bleach.
Frieza.
Sounds like Bleach.
Explain.
Bleach already pulled all of those cards before Akira Toriyama even thought about pulling that out for Frieza. Remember, Resurrection F came out 2015. Bleach was already going downhill since 2012.
Bleach accomplished more in Naruki art than Dragon Ball Z can ever.
Dragon Ball Z main,
and I always argue that Dragon Ball Z main, the main thing they got going for them is fighting, yelling, and power ups. That's the main thing they got.
Does that not sound like Ichigo? Ichigo's whole journey.
Don't they do that in Bleach though?
Ichigo power ups are more inner.
So was turning Super Saiyan is from inner too. It's from inner strength.
No, it's from training and following and because so your main character Goku, training, right?
But it's not from the power of friendship. Oh, I have the power of friendship.
This is the same guy. This is the same guy Goku, the most dumbest mother in the planet, right?
I don't want to be disrespectful.
We are saying that Vegeta is the best written character of that whole
but he's not the strongest. But he's not the strongest.
We're not talking strongest.
He's not the strongest in
We've
anime,
always been talking about character.
Goku is, right?
We've always been talking about
character. And the only way Vegeta knows any way to power up.
Why y'all trying to turn into a thing of strength? It's not about strength. It's about.
I'm not talking about.
Because this is what Ichigo people do, bro.
I'm not saying who's stronger. I'm saying how they attain their strength. And
but
you have to be
you're not gonna obtain the only way you can grow as a person.
Everything is physical, bro.
Yeah, but that's isn't that kind of life though?
I pick things up and I put things down.
Because Dragon Ball Z, in terms of pushing yourself mentally, pushing yourself physically.
Goku definitely pushed himself mentally.
That's the only way you grow as a person, though. You don't say, I have my friends here, I have strength from my friends, I'm strong. That's not what, this doesn't equate to growing, like it's not how you mature as a person.
Ichigo was more mature than Vegeta and Goku.
I'm saying, in terms of story-wise, I give it to the fact.
Who had a kid? Who took care of their kid?
I give it to the fact.
Who made sure the planet was protected? Who sacrificed themselves first?
I'm giving
Ichigo's never committed suicide for the planet. I'm so sorry to cut you off.
But Ichigo did strip himself of his power.
That wasn't to say
I'm not being disrespectful, Bleach. I'm saying that Bleach had a great that arc was a great arc, probably one of the best arcs in manga anime period. But I'm not gonna go out here and say that arc, that Rukia, or when they went to
the Rukia retrieval arc.
Yeah, that was a really good arc.
All right, wait. Put a break to all of this.
It's a really
I really
good
wanted to get to know you. No. It's not about that. I really wanted to get to know you as an anime person, but you cannot fucking say that shit. That any Bleach arc is as good as any other. What's your top 5 anime arcs right now? And if Bleach is in there, please kill yourself.
Water 7 and One Piece. That was an amazing arc. I'm gonna say Frieza Saga because y'all understand.
And you read the manga?
Yeah, I've read the manga.
Okay, continue.
Because for the people listening, I'm not saying I know all anime. I'm just going based off what I've seen. Okay, we have Part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That's, to me, I love Part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo.
Oh my God.
What else? What? Yu Yu Hakusho's my favorite arc, Dark Tournament arc.
Oh my God, that's 4.
Canon.
Oh, okay, it's not top.
Yeah,
it's not top. I was saying, what was it? I said Frieza.
Top 5, yeah.
I said Dark Tournament, Yu Yu Hakusho, and this is based off my knowledge from the animes I've seen. Part 4 JoJo, part 4.
Oh my God.
Water 7, One Piece.
Yes.
And number 5, because there was what was that arc in Naruto?
How many arcs? Because the whole Jiraiya Pain arc with Naruto's reaction.
I thought the pain arc
was amazing.
Was really
good
because that's as far as I got in Naruto.
To be honest.
The Sasuke retrieval arc was some of the best.
Oh my God.
My Hero Academia has the best tournament arc of any fucking manga.
Cause, I'm gonna put.
So what's your top 5?
I'm gonna put. It's not top 5.
It's not top 5. It's not even top 10.
It would probably be in my top 10.
No, it's not.
Because my range of. But then again, there would be other arcs within the series that I named would probably still go ahead.
Exactly. So.
It's still a good arc. It was a great arc. It was a great arc. because I remember at that point in time when I was watching Bleach, I was like, "Oh, this anime is." I thought it was the best anime.
I mean,
and
this
manga
chick
at
saved
that
his
particular
life.
point.
Risk her own livelihood to save his life.
There was a point where I thought Bleach was the best. There was a point where the Bleach was the best. There was a point in time.
That time, Bleach.
There was a particular point in time,
music wise, art wise.
Yeah, at that
time, he put a lot. At that time,
no, at that there was a time where you could have.
Time you ever seen Ichigo with the same.
There was a time where you could have called Bleach the best.
You
could have called Bleach the best because this was a time. I watched Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece around the same time. One Piece at one point was not my favorite anime.
The art style.
Bleach used to be my favorite. At a certain point, Bleach dipped. Naruto and One Piece was still there. At a certain point, when I got to Water 7 in One Piece, that shit ascended to a different level for me. And I stuck with One Piece from that point on. But in terms of Bleach, there was a point in time where you could have called Bleach the best.
I can bring you 12 different One Piece sagas that is better than all the Bleach sagas combined.
A lot of them are better than me.
Because
I mean,
so then that can't even make your top 10. Bro, we just gotta admit.
Because here's the thing, Oda is a brilliant storyteller. Probably
Tite Kubo is what?
Probably the. If you're gonna look at shonen writers, he's probably the best writer.
Damn.
He was not 17 when he started Bleach.
No, because Oda's a master writer. He always finds a way to bring things back to something that happened in another art. He's not like Toriyama in that respect. He's a great writer. I don't want to keep shitting on Toriyama, people. But I'm saying that Oda is a great storyteller. So that's why, because One Piece has been around for over 20 years now. The quality of One Piece has not dipped.
You know what's
not
crazy?
One time.
You know what's crazy? You named about 8 different arcs. By my count, you named like 7 to 8 different arcs, right? You still don't have any Bleach arcs on your top 8. And then, guess what? If I was to mention Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, I mean...
So then Bleach doesn't even make your top 10. Right or wrong?
No.
Right or wrong?
No.
Do you see how important...
It don't.
But guess what makes your top 10? Dragon Ball Z and Vegeta.
Not... Okay. See, I don't want to be disrespectful to Bleach.
The Frieza arc doesn't make your top 10?
It does. I mean, because you can name art. Vegeta
is technically the main character of the Frieza saga.
Because if one wanted to go like
Togashi better than Oda.
Togashi
a better storyteller.
Togashi he did
the Hunter x
Hunter
and he did Yu Yu Hakusho.
Is he a better
storyteller?
Writer.
A better storyteller, writer than Oda? That could be honestly. That could be debated. That could be something that could honestly be debated.
He has two classic mangas versus one classic manga.
But
what if that classic manga has the most sold copies in the world?
But One Piece, in terms of the quality, One Piece has longevity. It's been around as long as both of those mangas combined.
Wait. I'm sorry to cut you off. I like how you motherfucker OG brought back this One Piece versus Hunter x Hunter shit. Again, we're not. This is the fucking third episode in a fucking row that we're doing. First of all, that just shows that you're our guest and you ain't watch our podcast. Listen to our podcast. Check it out on YouTube. Shibuya Station Group. Second of all, you really gonna bring up this discussion one more fucking time? You cannot, bro. And if you want to talk authors, it is definitely Togashi.
Tite Kubo was 18, but he was 17 when he came up with the idea.
Did you just sniff coke? Because I just heard a sniff.
No, if I sniffed anything, it was definitely greatness.
And it wasn't from Tite Kubo.
It definitely was.
Definitely wasn't. Alright, we're not doing that. You're not bringing up this Hunter x Hunter One Piece conversation again.
I just want to know from his perspective.
I just felt like it could be debated. It can honestly be. One can honestly have a debate as to who, because that's preference at that point. That's preference. I think it's his preference. If you prefer one story or one style of storytelling over the other, because Oda is a master storyteller. He's a great storyteller.
What is the objective of Luffy?
Become King of Pirates. That's it. It's always been stated from the very beginning.
King of Pirates and what again?
To be king of the pirates, find One Piece.
All right, so that's 2 objectives. Cool. So I just asked.
No, to be honest, once you find One Piece, you become.
Yeah, that's it. That's his objective the entire series.
And he couldn't even say that or relay that message because the fucking messaging is confusing throughout the manga.
It's not.
It's not really.
No, he says.
O.D. Rogers definitely said.
It's established from the very beginning.
But you have to find One Piece.
That's the entire objective of the series. It's not confusing. You know that Luffy wants to be king of the pirates. In order to become king of the pirates, you gotta find the One Piece.
Alright, cool. And as we go through this story, we have to follow his every little bitty of adventure. Even after how many time skips do One Piece have?
Only one time
Only
skip.
one, yeah, when he gets trained by Raleigh. Alright, and that's when the Kumas happen. Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So we have one time skip, right? It's a big world, right?
Mm-hmm.
The world is
Expansive.
covered. We hope that their world is similar to ours, and it's covered by 70% water, and everything is mostly islands. There's not a lot of continents on One Piece, right?
You could say that.
Alright. So, does this not feel like this is just a fucking sitcom just waiting to continue to happen by repeating a new adventure every time they need a new adventure instead of getting closer to the story?
No, this story. There is a story.
So in your argument, you're saying that because Gon met his father, actually, that's what his whole goal. So he actually met his father. So now you feel like he accomplished something.
Kurapika had got his revenge.
But isn't Gon still looking for his father?
No, Gon is not looking for his father.
So what is his new objective now?
Now Gon went and he heard about the Dark Continent, and he went to the Dark Continent. He tried to find a way to adventure the Dark Continent, and he did that.
What was the purpose?
Just to adventure the world like his father, not to follow his father.
Okay, so he found his father.
Yeah.
Finally found him. Then now, I guess for the sake of just having stories, we have to bring in another plot, right?
That's
so now
similar
he wants
to One Piece.
So now
I
he
have
wants to.
12,000
I'm saying the same. I'm just the same thing, bro.
But
Does
everybody else not have a story? The only other person, no, there's 2 other people on a whole cruise ship that's had a complete arc. That is the fucking Chopper had a complete arc, and now he's just a slave to Luffy. And then
a slave to Luffy.
Don't be disrespectful.
And then Sanji, because Sanji was supposed to get married, didn't get married, and it was all for the Cake Island bullshit, so that they can propel a story about Luffy taking that.
That was a good. All the characters had. Robin had everyone had. She had arc. Robin had an arc.
And her arc is done. What is she doing with the rest of her life? I'm an archaeologist. We haven't archeologized.
She has to find the lost history of the world.
No, her job.
No, she has to find the lost history. There's a portion in history. There's a portion of history in the One Piece story that has been erased. She has to figure out what happened.
And we still even
is that Luffy's objective?
Gives us.
Everybody has an objective. Luffy, King of the Pirates. Zoro, greatest swordsman. Nami to complete the map of the world. Chopper to be the best.
Chopper
to cure every disease.
What is Chopper?
To cure every disease.
I'm starting to see a pattern here. Like you like characters that have daddy issues.
No, what the fuck?
I think you gravitate towards the characters with the daddy issues.
How, Sway?
Vegeta.
All right.
Gon.
I don't even gravitate towards Gon. I don't even like Gon.
But you're willing to shit on One Piece and all those accomplishments just to.
Does Luffy not have daddy issues? Shanks is his baby daddy. Shanks is his stepdaddy.
Luffy was never worried about finding his father.
Nope. No, he don't care.
Garp was his grandfather. Luffy doesn't even know his father. Who has more daddy issues?
But why we gotta shit on the other? I said that.
Gone because Luffy.
What's the name of the creator of Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho?
Togarashi.
Togashiro.
I'm saying that, respectively, these two.
Sorry.
I feel Togashi and Oda are both great writers and storytellers.
Who's the better writer?
It could be debated who is the better.
And I'm asking you who is the better. I don't want to hear the debate. I want to hear the answer.
I don't have, because it's just my opinion.
Okay, opinion. You got Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho for my man's, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are both great stories.
What was the best story arc on Yu Yu Hakusho?
Dark Tournament.
Okay, and what was the best story arc with Hunter x Hunter?
I actually want to say The Chimera Ant arc.
That's basically the only arc that anybody.
No, it's not.
Real talk.
No,
that
because
video
I
game
could even
shit
bring
was
up
corny.
Greed Island, but I'm not
Greed Island was
finished.
corny as fuck.
The what?
Greed Island was corny as fuck.
It wasn't that corny, bro.
It was corny, bro.
No, it was not, bro.
Oh, come on.
Yo, it literally was fucking. It reminded me of that fucking Battle Royale, bro, because that was popular at the time. And then it just so happens that 3-4 years later, that Hunter Games, because white people steal from the Japanese all the fucking time, brought up the fucking Hunger Games, and that's why he did the Greed Island thing.
Alright. So, what are your top One Piece arcs? Top 2.
Marineford.
Marineford.
My favorite one.
And I want to say the Aflamingo.
Don Flamingo's
That shit
arc
was
was
amazing.
dope.
I like the Alabaster.
It was
I
so
like-
good, bro.
I like Alabaster. That was a really good
Alabaster
arc.
was cool.
That was a really good. Water 7 was a good arc. Thriller Bark was a good arc.
Mhm.
All their arcs are fucking good.
All right, and how
Thank
many
you.
arcs does One Piece have?
They have East Blue. They have
Just give me a number.
Alabaster.
Uh-huh.
They have at this point they have over
like,
10.
All right,
But
so
that's
wait,
because they've been around for so long.
All right, this is why I love you right now. Guess why? So you just said that there's 10 arcs that is legendary, right?
Yeah, in One Piece.
Boom. So if you had to do a 1 through like 30, One Piece takes 33%. Then you already gave me your top 10, so minus 2 of the One Piece arcs, we can fill 2 more in. Guess what? Your argument still does not stand for anything coming from Bleach. Bleach does not have any great arcs, and I'm bringing this full circle
They have.
just to fucking let you know that
That's
not
cool.
one Bleach arc even makes your top 30.
That's cool. But as you can see that you're losing in the Hunter x Hunter One Piece, so you go to Bleach. But that's cool. But in all reality, One Piece have better arcs than this guy Togashira or whatever his nigga name is.
See, but
Nobody-
I don't want disrespect. I'm saying that you can
The
make the
Dark Tournament
argument that
arc
they're
is
both.
better than at least half of all the One
I
Piece
can't.
arcs.
What, okay.
That is all
Dark
preference,
Tournament is
though.
godlike. We cannot do this.
So you.
If you had
that-
to do a top 1 to 5 right now,
I'm
and
just
you had
saying.
to pick between
One Piece made me cry more.
top 5 right now, go
Made me
right
cry
ahead.
more.
One Piece is not making 2 out of your top 5.
Oh, and
It's only making
and
one.
the arc that the Impel Down arc, that was an amazing arc too.
That was-
Oda been-
And they didn't
that's
even
what
have
I'm
the main,
focusing on.
the whole main cast in there.
Oda
They
been
even had the
smacking
main
these niggas
cast.
for a long time. Bro.
The weakest arc in One Piece would probably be like the earlier stuff.
All right, so if you have Togarashi and you have Oda, out of all of their arcs, give me a top 5 right now. Yu Yu Hakusho is making one of the top 5, so it
Of course.
doesn't fucking matter. And then Hunter x Hunter is making one of the top 5. So even if you get
You
Oda
say
by
top 5, really? I'll say top 10.
no, go right now.
I'm saying that
If you had
those
those two
two,
authors,
you can make a legit
make a story
argument
right now.
about who's. You can go either way, and you.
Go
I don't
top
think,
5 out of those two right now. Bobby.
I just feel like you go either
Out
way.
of each,
You go either
out
way
of
with
two
both of them.
animes that we're naming.
Yeah, no. 2 authors that we're naming. Don't do that. I saw you thought you was slick. Don't do that. Don't do that. Animes, fuck you. Authors.
Top 5 authors.
Yeah, no. Top 5 out of those 2 authors. Because I saw what you tried to do there.
I don't know what
We're
you're
not doing that. You think you're so fucking slick.
You were the ones
You're
y'all bring back Bleach and we talking about Hunter x Hunter. And
No.
One Piece.
We're talking about authors.
Okay.
I didn't bring up Bleach. Somebody brought
We
up
talking
Bleach.
okay. We're talking about Oda and Tagashi.
Yes, bring up top 5 arcs right now.
They all have to go Oda because I feel honestly, to be
So
honest,
5 and 1
the
Piece
the
blocks.
insect arc, I feel like it made no sense at all, bro. It made no sense. How your top man got destroyed? What is his name? Nero.
Yeah.
Then we gonna go to this game of island shit. I just feel like all this shit was a ploy for this dude to find his father. He finds his father, and then guess what? Guess what? He does some more dumb shit. This kid is dumb, bro. That's all he do.
All right,
Run
we're
around.
asking about story of the arcs, not about fucking Gon in particular.
Okay.
And,
And let's go to Yu Yu Hakusho.
all right, go ahead.
Yo, that's
Dark
my-
Tournament alone is the best.
Yo, Yu Yu Hakusho, that's my man's. I
And
fucks with
it
Yu Yu
doesn't make your
Hakusho
top 5.
heavy, but it does not make my top 5, bro.
So what One
When
Piece?
you know,
What
you know, if
bullshit
I,
One
as a
Piece
guy
arc-
who prefers
No,
Bleach
I really
over
think
Dragon
you're
Ball
doing
Z,
this for
you
the
know what?
podcast
No,
right now?
but as a guy
Nah.
who, if it says a lot, if a guy who prefers Bleach over Dragon Ball Z, then you know what type of anime I'm into. You know what I look for in a character.
You don't look for anything
I look for
in character.
I look for intellectually
Nah, you just
emotional
chose
characters.
Bleach over
I look for intellectually emotional characters, and none of these dudes and Yu Yu Hakusho or
I cannot wait for this podcast to be over for people.
You do not reach that.
Give up their mistakes.
Not gonna go all there. Not gonna go there. Intellectual,
bro.
Okay. Because
your top 5 arcs right now, OG Bobby.
Oh, for right now.
Out of these 2 authors.
Oh God, I don't really fuck with what's his dude's name? I don't even know his
name. So what's your top?
Like,
what's your top 5
anime was never Yu Yu Hakusho or Hunter x Hunter, so it's like I can't.
All right.
Bro.
It's preference. Okay.
It's not even in my top 5.
So what older pieces are your top 5? That's what I'm asking you.
All right, top 5. Going for my favorite was the I like the Sanji arc. That's my favorite right now.
You talking about Cake Island?
Yeah, when we found out like, oh my gosh, my family's from the German 6, because Sanji is Sanji's my favorite character.
He already knew his.
But One Piece had so many great arcs though. That arc, Impelled Down, Water 7, Thriller Bark.
When they went to rescue Robin.
That's Water 7. Water 7, freaking. We have so much though. I'm saying you go either way.
Gon met his father, right? And I feel like it's the same thing as Luffy getting One Piece. So it's like, what else? Like, why? Why are we going to this dark continent? Why are we even doing this?
What happens is...
Why taint the story?
Gon is just a little piece of the universe. Gon is more relatable to us because we feel that we are Gon. One Piece, in particular, has Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates being one of the best pirates ever. Guess what? I'm not part of one of the best rap games alive. I'm not part of Dreamville, so I'm not going to be everywhere front face. I'm not J. Cole all the time. But there's sometimes when I get with my friends and we feel that we're a little bit important inside of this bigger world. And that's what Hunter x Hunter gives me. When I'm with the Shibuya gang or when I'm with V11, I feel a certain type of way. Like, yeah, the world may be so expansive, but this little universe we're in is all that matters. But One Piece, it just gives you fucking thoughts of grandeur. And guess what? Not Elon Musk. I'm not the nigga that own Amazon, bro. I don't have it like that. I'm not the one that has all the followers. His berry count is like fucking Kylie Jenner's follower count on Instagram, bro.
But they both have influence in their worlds.
They don't.
They do. I would say so.
Gon does not have that much influence. Gon is nothing. This is what makes Gon the best main character. Gon is shit, bro.
That's
Gon
true.
is really shit. His like character arc is a good character arc in terms of growth and understanding what it is to be a human and how to take a life when he killed P2. But guess what? Whatever the fuck Gon doesn't affect anything that happened on the Dark Continent. Didn't affect any of the businesses that were on that cruise ship to head to the Dark Continent. Had nothing to do with nobody, bro. That's what makes Hunter x Hunter the best world, because guess what? I'm not front and center on Earth. Gon ain't front and center on Hunter x Hunters.
Yeah, I agree with that, because the thing I like about his stories, his writing, is that he's always taken the genre of shonen and he flips it. He makes it different than anything else that you've ever seen. Because you can look at Gon and he's not the strongest character in his series, and like he said, he's not the most important character in his series. And I think that makes it does make it for a very compelling story. Because if he's not relevant, then what would stop him from deciding like, okay, he can die in this story? So it keeps a level of unpredictability. Because in One Piece, you're not gonna kill him.
Well, in Hunter, you're never gonna kill Gon.
Could.
There's no Hunter x Hunter without Gon.
You could.
Is it really not Hunter x Hunter without Gon? We're going on like 50 chapters of not even seeing Gon before. We've gone through the same thing in My Hero Academia, which is caping from that. Bro, Gon is just part of the universe.
I mean, you could argue with that with One Piece. There was plenty of arcs we didn't even see Luffy. Not every arc was centered around Luffy.
It wasn't, but guess what? The main story is, bro. The main story is not...
The main story should be surrounded by the main character, which is Gon. But what I feel like with One Piece is like a sense of nostalgia in a way, because this is somebody we grew up with. This is Luffy, right? We know his goal. You're talking about how he has influence. He has the 3 million berries, whatever, and he's already like one of the emperors.
Yes.
We're rooting for him. We want to see him accomplish these things. We're surprised. I'm not hating on him. yo, you're progressing in life. And that's, as humans, that's what we all aspire to do. We aspire to progress in life. And when we look at Luffy, he gives us that little bit of hope. Like, yeah, like, look at this idiot. And he's already, like, fucking emperor of the motherfucking one of the four seas.
Sheer heart and willpower, he's getting there.
Luffy is that character that gives us hope and makes us get up.
And Luffy's faced challenges. He's got his ass whooped before.
He got his ass beat.
Yeah.
To a pulp. And he still gets up. And he puts in the work.
I can't, because Luffy's like, out of all the shonen characters, he's one of my favorite main characters in shonen, because he just makes he makes me riled up. He make me want to go. He make me want to go. He's just that inspired.
Top 5 shonen characters right now.
Top 5 shonen characters, like main characters.
Yes.
Monkey D. Luffy. Naruto. I'm gonna put Goku in there.
Okay.
Jotaro from Part 3 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I personally love that character.
Bang. Alright.
And Yusuke Urameshi, to me, that's my top 5. I love those characters. Luffy's my favorite though, because I feel like,
so nobody from My Hero Academia makes your top 5.
This is old school.
Cause I only watched like first season of My Hero Academia. What's it, Deku?
Yeah.
He's annoying to me. He cries too much.
Be careful, because the kids nowadays,
I don't want to be disrespectful to the kids. I'm just saying, like, he's not cut from the same cloth.
Edit this out.
He's not cut from the same cloth as the characters I looked up to. I'm not saying he's not a good character. I'm sure I haven't seen any more past season 1 to comment on My Hero. I don't want to say anything, but from what I've seen, he cried too much. He seemed a little annoying to me, so I couldn't stay on board because his character wasn't compelling enough for me to keep watching it. That's just my opinion, though. That's just my opinion. If y'all want to come at me, okay, fine.
No.
Well, all right. Thanks, Allan, for coming out. Unfortunately, we gotta wrap this thing up. Now, in conclusion to the discussion, we definitely come to a realization, an agreement that One Piece is better than Hunter x Hunter, and Ichigo is better than Vegeta.
Wait, what?
I'm OG Bobby, and this is Shibuya Station Podcast. Thank you, Allan, for coming out. Any thing you got coming up? Anything you want to promote, Allan?
Nah, this if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at the Geek of Paradox. That's all I just want to throw out there.
And you already know it's Fashionforty all day, whether it's Twitter or Instagram. You can find me there, promoting the fucking awesomeness that is not Bleach, and promoting all the awesomeness of our fucking king, Vegeta-sama. If ends and not, or buts, let's get it.
And if you agree or disagree, please post something in the comments, hit us up in the DMs. Hey, shoot us a tweet, and we'd love to hear from you. I'm OG Bobby XX, and this is Shibuya Station Podcast. Peace out.
Why do y'all do that?
The podcast you just heard was made using Anchor. Ever thought about making your own podcast? Anchor makes it really easy for anyone to get started. It's a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing podcasts. Best of all, it's 100% free. Sign up now at anchor.fm/new. That's anchor.fm/new to get started.